will be 3 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Set to make his way to the cage out of the blue corner, Cody Price.
And Cody Price making his debut, age 25, weighed in at 145.5 pounds, standing at 6'1", fighting out of your spot.
At 10th Planet.
10th Planet.
Team Hurricane Awesome. You know, Cody's a really good fighter. He is more striking base, and he plays southpaw, which is really interesting. I mean, you see a lot more southpaws nowadays. I don't know if that's just because everyone thinks they can play southpaw or what it is. Cody does really well on southpaw though, and I know he's going to be pulling off a lot of strikes. He's a heavy striker, especially for his weight class at 45. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. I'm hoping maybe, because he is from 10th Planet, I'm hoping to see a little jiu-jitsu from him, but you know, everyone's got their thing.
Especially at 6'1", right? Very long.
Very long.
Versus his opponent at 5'9".
Yes.
So if you're Cody and you go out to execute your perfect game plan, what are we doing?
If I were him, I'd be using range. I'd set up those strikes, set up those kicks. I know he likes to kick. He just got to use his range to set those up properly.
And his opponent set to make his way to the cage out of the red corner, Diego Gonzalez.
And Diego Gonzalez.
Making his debut today, too.
His debut, age 21, weighing in at 144 pounds, 5'9", fighting out of Bonita Arts Academy and Fitness Federation. And Harvey, shout out to Harvey, spoke really highly of this guy. So it is making his debut, but I think this is definitely going to be a dogfight. But the difference is the shorter fighter theoretically might have more power, a little more strength. We don't know that, but versus the longer fighter, you know, Diego's gonna have to figure out how to close that distance, you know, and especially as a debuter, you know, that first round,
That's your feeling out round. You don't know how they're gonna hit you or do anything to you until that first round.
Especially in these still fairly lighter weight classes. Very explosive fighters, great gas tanks. You don't expect that they're gonna fade quickly, you know, so you wonder, is he gonna engage immediately? You know, generally speaking on debuters, one guy is just on the gas right out the gate. You know, it could be both guys. So we've had 3 finishes in a row. Now
That's what's so exciting. That's what I love about the fights. They're all new to the cage, so they're all gonna try and put their best foot in the cage and bring out the best they can. And they're still feeling out. That's probably why, you know, we're seeing a lot of submissions. They want to play all that right now, and then later on they're gonna learn how to put this all together in a game plan, maybe played out a little further in the rounds. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes down. I'm predicting he's probably gonna try, or Diego's gonna try and close distance on Cody. Maybe we'll see a little grappling. I don't know. I always am predicting grappling. That's just what I like to see in these fights. I don't feel like enough people do it as much. They'll get to the ground, but using jiu-jitsu properly in MMA, that's what I want to see. And I think that's what he's going to be capable of doing here.
You know, and Daniel Reyes, as of now, the main event of the night, what is his training partner as well, and spoke very, very highly of him, according to Harvey.
We've all heard really good things about him.
I'm sure he's very, very well prepared for this fight as well.
He's got everybody in his corner here. He was very well rounded with the MMA background and everything.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be 3 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, out of the Boardwalk Recovery blue corner, he is making his MMA debut, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 145.5 pounds, representing 10th Planet San Diego and Team Hurricane Awesome. He hails from Dallas, Texas, by way of La Mesa, California. Introducing Cody Price. His opponent across the cage, out of the At Your Service red corner. He is also making his MMA debut, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 144 pounds, representing Bonita Martial Arts Academy and Fitness Federation. He is from San Diego, California. Ladies and gentlemen, Diego Gonzalez. Your referee in charge of the action, Grady Thomas.
And I like the difference in demeanors, right? Diego hopping around, shadow boxing, ready to scrap. Nick, cold and collected. I'm sorry, Cody, excuse me. Both guys look very, very focused. Fight 4 underway. And Cody immediately on the pressure.
Already using his reach, trying to find that distance. Diego over here, circling out of that lead foot. I like how they're both taking their time here. They're not just going right at it and just wailing punches. Diego with those nice combinations.
I want to see a little bit more feints out of both guys, some level changes maybe. Right now they're just going punch for punch. And Diego keeps going right to the body, left hook upstairs, and it's getting closer and closer every time.
Cody's kicks really seem to be making some impact on him. I know he stepped back with that one kick he threw.
He keeps going for that inside low kick.
That's a painful kick.
And that left hook upstairs again. Ooh, that left hook again. The first clinch. And you see Cody.
He's trying to get him up on that cage.
Trying to slow it down a little bit.
They both got some decent balance. This is pretty evenly matched, I feel.
Absolutely. Good hand fighting.
Someone's got to start throwing some knees. I feel like that's where the distance would be established a little bit better.
Some better head positioning.
A little bit header positioning. Just a little more action on the fence.
Looking for that head and arm slash Mongolian. Ooh, caught him with the left hook. And man, great first round out of both guys.
Both put a lot of action into that round.
And here we go, get a little bit of the action. There it is, that right hand to the body, left hook upstairs.
Cody hooks that right hand a little bit on that straight punch.
Yeah, and you see that left hook kept getting there. You know, Cody, to maximize his reach a little bit better, maybe some feints, especially with his jab hand. Now that he's been pumping it out there so much, feint, and then add that 1-2.
Agreed.
Or feint, go to the body. And then as far as Diego goes, I really liked what he was doing. I'm always a big fan of either adding kicks or takedown attempts, right? Even if we're just reaching out and touching the leg.
Yeah, not the fully committed takedown, just something to set up, make them react, make them back up a little bit, just so you can get your distance.
100%. I mean, especially as a debuter, you don't know if they can wrestle or not.
No, yeah.
You know, you might as well touch that leg and throw that big overhand just to see if it lands, if you can find a home.
I like how they're both just set eyes on each other. The tension's there.
Ooh. And Diego is just throwing
He's got
at
some bombs.
Got the body lock.
Cody's using that cage again to control. He just needs a little bit better head positioning to get him stable there.
Dogfight position.
Almost for that throw.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he's got his hooks in. Diego's got his.
Cody should turn. He's got that body triangle. He's got some nice deep control on him, on Cody.
And especially when your back's against the cage, it's a lot harder to finish that guillotine. Oh, I'm sorry, the rear naked choke.
Cody turning, he's turning up now. Now he's got Diego on his back. Cody just needs to get some posture. Diego's here looking for a, looks like an armbar submission kind of. And now he's climbing the back here. A little high up on the back.
Trying to shake him loose.
Again,
belly down armbar.
Oh, Cody's doing a real good job of turning out of that. Oh, wow. Okay.
And I can't believe that looked terrible.
That was scary. Belly down armbars are so scary. Now Cody's trying to take the back here.
It was hard to watch.
It was really hard to watch.
I couldn't believe that Cody stuck in there tough.
And I said earlier I wanted an armbar, but it being that close.
It's a lot, but here we are. I want to see
this is a
if
really
Cody
good.
can.
He's got that control.
Ooh.
Oh, now he's taking the back here.
Oh.
That second round, especially towards the end, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a wild round. I'm really looking at Cody right now to see how his arm is. I saw him use the arm he didn't get arm barred with to lift himself up.
I almost have to see the angle it was at first because that looked deep.
That looked really bad.
I mean, that was like joint extended.
Yeah,
I mean, there he is. He's got his, okay, so his shoulder came out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Diego, what does that do for you psychologically? Also, I saw the ref warn him on sticking his fingers in the cage. I saw him put his toes a couple times as well. A lot of times in between rounds, referees give you a hard warning. We don't know if that happened, but very possibly could have. And right now, this fight is definitely close. Fight is definitely close. I don't want to be a judge of this fight. I'm probably leaning Diego's way.
I can agree with you on that. I do think it's a little harder for me to decide. Cody's got some really good positioning on the fence, and he's had some good attempts on the ground. Diego just seems like he's controlling the tempo a little bit more. Here we are back.
And just Diego on the gas again. Yeah, there's those feints.
I'd like to see a little more feints from Cody. Diego's really throwing those feints.
Yeah, and he's just opening up. He's definitely looking to finish. And they're just slugging it out in the pocket.
Diego's really landing those right hands.
Big body kick.
The ref called it.
No, and he calls a timeout. Oh, and that is the worst feeling, ladies and gentlemen. He called timeout. Was there an eye poke, a groin strike?
I don't know. I thought that was maybe the body kick, and that's what ended it. Maybe I saw it differently.
Yeah, you wonder exactly what happened. It was an awkward angle. There was definitely a body kick there. I didn't see where it landed. If we could get that replay. And if I'm Cody right now, I'm taking a second. Let's see what we got here. There's that left hook. And Diego's just going for it.
Oh, that was it was a decent takedown attempt. Looks like Cody's trying to climb up the back again.
You gotta be real careful right here, especially you don't know how he's gonna kick off that cage.
Diego looks like he's got some decent control on him. Cody feeling a little stuck on the cage. He could push off there, but he's got to do it properly. Can't just push off. He'll just push him in the middle of the fence, or the middle of the cage. My bad.
Yeah, we got 50 seconds left in this fight. If I'm Cody, I gotta get up right now.
Looks like he's working on that. He's turtled up
working
there
his
for
way
a
up.
second. He's got to make something happen, though. Diego's coming at him with those heavy punches.
Oh, and Diego's just on the gas.
Cody here defending. He needs to throw some punches, though.
He's got a circle.
Just
he can't just stand in
dogfighting
front of
here.
Diego like that.
He's non-stop, Diego.
And Diego Gonzalez with the TKO finish.
He just non-stop with those punches. He just had all the energy on those.
Just all gas. Man, stood in the pocket and just let him fly. No fear. That dude is tough. Both those guys are tough. I mean, that was a banger for sure. You could just see Diego had a little bit more left in the tank.
Really impressive with that finish. Again, I thought he had that kick on him, but his punches are another thing. Those are crazy punches.
Yeah, just fearless.
Non-stop.
Yeah, that was an impressive performance out of a debuter. And you know, with Cody had some great moments as well. You know, I mean, we got to figure out how to relieve some of that pressure. I mean, I like his frame, very good for the weight class. You know, maybe there were just a couple moments, especially in the cage wrestling elements, where I feel like the fight could have easily gone the other way.
I feel like I think at some point, and I know this has happened to me before, you freeze up in that moment and you kind of get stuck and you're like, oh no, what am I doing? Like, what am I going to do now? Like, you've already executed some of your game plan and then you kind of forget the rest of it, which is probably what happened to Cody. I know it's happened to me before. You have this whole game plan and then you forget some of it. Or you're just kind of flustered in the whole moment.
Right, I mean, it's hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Grady Thomas calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 49 seconds of the third and final round for your winner by TKO in his MMA debut, Diego Gonzalez.
Awesome performance out of Diego.